walks, latex suit and neon shocks, building halls for Yuletide cheer, for the brave who gather near. They move, crafting arches, walls that groove, Christmas lights in ancient halls, echoes in the Viking calls, latex lights and mistletoe in these halls where legends grow, glowing trees and snow that falls, mighty dreams in Yuletide halls, spirits warm as fires glow, together where the legends know. Gifts wrapped tight in midnight hues, warriors sing as night renews. Through the snow and through the ice, in latex dark there's no disguise, building joy with every beam, in Valheim's halls where dreamers dream. Latex lights and mistletoe in these halls where legends grow, glowing trees and snow that falls, mighty dreams in Yuletide halls.
Good evening. Unplanned Friday. So, unplanned Friday means straight to it. How are we doing anyway? My back's a little bit sore today. I don't know what that's about. So yeah, I'm playing some Valheim basically. Carrying on the build called Kaisarion. Hello, Toner. That's Kaisarion as it's taking shape. I did a bit more yesterday. Built a few more sections. Got a fireplace now. Hello, Rick. So you enjoy your lurk. I built a fireplace, look. So I've actually built a double stacked fireplace because I'm using the same chimney to the two fires. Works. So I'm going to see how long I can do tonight. As I said, my back's a little bit sore. But I'm getting to the bottom of the PC crashes. Because somebody told me something to do and sent him the details through, and he's... yeah, he told me to send some files through to him, some logs. He's gone through them. Quite a lot of them are just Valheim. apparently it's a problem with Unity and an incompatibility with Unity in my graphics card. But he's going to do a bit of research on that one for me. And the actual PC crashes are Windows being a dick. But yeah, hello Tony as well, and Vic, and everybody else who's coming. So yeah, if you're expecting loads and loads of excitement tonight, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get me doing one of my mundane builds. I say mundane. They're amazing, but you know, that was. Thanos. Yeah, fancy builds. Me just being a pretentious twaddle hoop with my, ooh, look at my builds, they're all shiny and fancy, and get rid of that rock. Oh no, I've just punched that rock. Let's go and mend my thingy. But yeah, we've got, we're getting some stuff in here now. But I think tonight will just be me just finishing or trying to finish some more of this structure. It's looking great though. I'm now building the Black Forest section as well. And then the meadows. So the Black Forest section starts about here. There we go, that's the Black Forest. It goes all the way around through the kitchen. So the kitchen's in the Black Forest. And then the plains starts just after the fire there. So that's the plains, Black Forest plains. So it's a 3 biome build. I've called it Kaisarion because Kaisarion is one of my favourite tracks by Ghost. Kaisarion. I thought Kaisarion seemed apt. Yeah, we're already getting a bit busy on instances. 7,000 instances. It's going to be another big one. Sorry guys, sorry Xbox guys, but you know, I've got to have my fun sometimes. I've got to do what I want to do sometimes. I think the tip is just, if you don't want to, just don't come here. If you think it's going to be too bad. I mean, it might end up about 12,000 instances, which it won't be that bad. I'm hoping that tree doesn't clip into the building. It might not. And it would look really cool because it's close up to it then. Make sure I get those little pieces in there. Can't see them from inside, but you can from outside, look. It's that one. If you don't put them on there, it looks a bit odd. So let's see if I can finish the hoop today. So I've got this section of land to take out yet. Which some of it is going to be a bit difficult because we are getting a bit high up here. I didn't realise when I cut it actually how high this bit is. There's a lot of land. I ought to make myself a black metal pickaxe, to be honest. I'll just spawn one. Is it a pickaxe black metal? I think the strongest one... Yeah, the strongest one is the black metal. Let's get rid of that piece of shit. And I'll have a black metal pickaxe. I better repair it as well. Which I think you repair the pickaxe here. Yeah. Repair it at the actual forge, not the black metal forge. So this might help. Might help me be a bit quicker. Yeah, seems a bit quicker. Plus regular eating. And I have spawned a massive feast. So I might make the entrance, the upper floor entrance there into the meadows. So it's the safest biome as well. Right, let's take the middle bit out and I'll start flooring it. So flooring. The back of it. It's 5 basically. Don't think that really matters because that's buried in the material. Let me get rid of that rock. I was going to leave it, but I think it's going to be silly. Right, so that is correct. That's the mesh piece. Right, just go sleep. I've got a bed here. Clear all that crap. Oh, we're good. It was good. PVC and end. Oh, what PVC trousers, PVC jeans. Look good though. Thing is, I mean, I love my latex, but they're so much more wearable, you know, just for going out. I mean, latex looks amazing and feels amazing, but if you're just gonna pub or if you're just gonna a party, not that. You don't want to have to come home and shower as well and clean it all up and vivishine it. It's just like easy wear latex. Slightly malodorous though. It does get a bit whiffy PVC. So we are nearly there. Nearly got the circle built. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, nothing feels like latex. That is the only thing big thing I will say for latex. I've got one of my friends on Instagram. He wears a lot of leather and pleather, and he's got his first latex coming, so I'm quite excited for him. He basically saw me wearing it and, well, I want some of that. Right, we are nearly around, look. To go down there. Could do that probably with level it like that. I think we're nearly there. Yeah, something makes me feel like it wants a gate here on first level. Leading out here. Because the thing is here, we're back into planes again there, look. So it makes me feel like we want a gate. There's also, I don't know if you noticed, there is actually there's a longship there. Which is quite cool. It's one of those. Is that that's a 2 minute, that one. So yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff really nearby. Right, let's floor it. One. Right, a bit more down there. And a bit more there. Which has also lowered one of the other pieces that were sticking through as well. Double result. Oh, stone cutter. I get a stone cutter at this side. Gonna see daylight soon through here. Yep, look, it's virtually gone. Drop in. Nearly gone. That bit looks a bit high. On that there. Looks a bit high. Let's build the flooring. So yeah, a bit high there. That's a bit high. Actually, that entire section's a bit high. Let's see if we can hoe it down. Yes. Right, get rid of this tree. And this one. That one's going to have to go as well. Don't think that's actually doing anything, is it? That took some going. Put a little stump. Now my food has just gone. Go back into the banqueting area. Don't know why I've come down here because it's upstairs. That other gentleman, I'm just saying which one you mean with the wonderful suit. I'm going to say there's a few. I mean, FetLife's great because I've met people of very similar interests. Bobby is one of them. Bobby Woodward. He's got some really cool stuff. I commented on one of his today. It could be that one you're on about. Nearly there. Yeah, Bobby. Need another stone cutter over here. Stone cutter. So we're nearly there with the ground floor. And the flooring itself. Flooring's not as easy to do, but once you've done it once, you realise the patterns that work the best. There's a bit sticking through there, look. You know, so I planted an oak tree in the middle as well. Plopped an oak tree down in the middle. Just for, you know, the fact that oak trees are like the coolest tree ever. So that's the... I won't put a treehouse in the middle. I might build... I might have a go to swamp treehouse. Because I don't normally build in swamps. And I know it's a biome I'm missing out on. I normally I abhor the swamps because the lights just depresses you. The rain it's always raining. Let's put some of those on the half bricks. And then that'll give me my snap point for the next row up. Same again. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem, excavator. Yeah, it's... Swamps are just depressing and dark and miserable. I mean, well, you can look at this. I mean, that's a beautiful build, and it's on 3 biomes. So look, we've got meadows, we've got black forest, we've got plains. So just 'cause, you know, you pick your location well on your map. And we've got a little bit area there where we've got all 3 biomes. And a nice little cute bay to look out on. Oh, you didn't see my bay window, did you? I put a bow window on, look. So you can see out into the little lagoon. Quite easy to do actually, those bow windows. Need to put one on there because you know what I'm like. Might not be able to see it actually. It is that one. I build a treehouse on the edge of the swamps and playing there. Yeah, that is probably a really cool idea, actually. If you build it partially in the swamps, and then you don't get the absolute depression of the constant rain and swamps, and that'd be a really cool idea. That could be a good build, actually. I have to look at that. I have to put that on my list. Do one. What I'd like actually is meadows to swamps, and there's meadows to swamps just there. I'd have meadows to swamps if we're going to have any. I'd do meadows to swamps. But at the moment I'm doing a roundhouse because it's just like, you know, it's an I love epic builds. I do a lot of epic builds. I'm quite fortunate in that I've got both the PC and the bandwidth to do epic builds. I feel sorry for the other guys on my server because they come in and go, oh, we can't do anything. It's churning. So I just have to stay away from them. Yeah. Well, you couldn't build a multi-layer, couldn't you? Build like one with walkways in between, so you walk across the walkways and you end up in the swamps. And the cool things with trees as well is trees are always grounded. So trees start you off on blue. If you build a thing in a tree. Oh, why have I not repaired that? Repair that as well. Yeah, if you put a platform in a tree, pick a particularly heavy tree. Yeah, yeah, swamp trees don't break. You're right there. Yeah, so if you put a platform in a tree, where you can actually get a workbench nearby, the platform starts off grounded. Look, which is always good to know. The only other way you get grounded is by touching rock or metal. And even metal, that's the problem. If you cut the tree down, your treehouse collapses, which is why you need the special swamp trees that are incredibly strong. It's another one of the permanent fixtures of the game, isn't it? Is the big swamp trees. You can't destroy them. Not even an abomination will destroy them. We use the circles, you know, these stone circles. We use those for a building project. So both me and Evil Goat have got roundhouses on them. If you want to come in and join this server, by the way, join my Discord. It is an open server. It gets backed up regularly. It's free build. It's free build and it's passive mobs. So you just join my Discord first. Hang on, exclamation mark Discord. There you go. Yeah, give me Discord to join, and you can, if you want to play Valheim on my server, just let me know your details, and I will add you to the. I'll put you on the list. Password changes regularly, and it's, as I say, it is backed up lots and lots. If anybody comes on and vandalises us, just don't build near anybody else. And keep your builds pretty. Bearing in mind I'm getting ready for Valcon, so I think that's perimeter finished. Yep. So that's the perimeter wall finished. I ain't put a window in there yet. I put glass in there. I've done that before. I've had a bonfire in the middle, but this one, to get the heat, I've put braziers all round, because you get this structure when you do the roof the way I'm doing it. In fact, you're going to see me do a roof now, because I'm going to carry on my structure around, so that basically it starts. I've done it with this wood, because even though I've been to the ashlands and I've got the ash, it doesn't mesh as well, and we have an overhang. Let me just go and sleep. Let me go and sleep. Let's have a zzzz. Well, this server is cross-platform, so you're fine on Series X. Goat plays on Xbox. In fact, if you see Bobbin and Beard come into stream, Bobbin also plays on Xbox One S. But yeah, it's mostly aimed at builders, this server. So the next thing I do is, well, build myself. It should start getting a bit lighter soon. Sun is rising. Sunrise. I have noticed I missed a block there as well. I'll just pop that in if I forget. I think I've caught all others. But if I see any others, I'll just pop them in later. So yeah, what we do is we start with this. And we keep all the boards the same way. And then in the middle, I've already started these actually. Valheim's quite a non-stressing game. So we put 2 of those in. And then 2 of those in. Now the only thing is you can't put a piece in there. It won't let you put the second piece in. It won't let you mesh it in there. But We'll then reinforce it with some iron, for which we will need a forge. I might as well stick a forge further around as well. So we reinforce this with some iron, because this is what carries the strength up to the roof. Because without it, the roof will just collapse. And then we repeat the pattern again. So we're creating the, you know, the Muppets show intro with all the archers. We're creating that. It's time to play the music. It's time to dress up right. We're doing that. So you're getting the Muppet show archers. Now, on top of there, put some core wood. And then the outer edge, we need to do something a little bit fancy here. We need to put one block there, because I need to offset that. Now you have to be a bit quick here building, because these go red and start snapping. Yeah, but you'll be back for Valcom, won't you? Because Valcom, I want to have loads of builds on this server, and I've got some epic builds already. I've got one called Christmas Town that is essentially just, it is just Christmas. This is the problem with the Black Forest, of course, is you get the thunderstorms. Right, we'll put those in there, and those reinforce the bottoms of those, and then along the bottom there, just do that. Now there's a piece in there can go actually, still in there. That didn't move, that did it? What did I just delete? I don't know what I just deleted there. Right. So, these roofs you'll notice overhang. And it's quite clever. I always call this the Tom Lock building method. Tom denies all knowledge. But basically you get one of those. That's the 30 degree. You centre it on the round beam. And then you snap your proper one adjacent it. Like so. And it gives you a really nice little overhang. Now this one has got so two of the 27 or whatever it is degree, and then it kicks up to the steeper one, and then the apex is steep. Now the apex, it will start probably smashing here, but sometimes yeah, so it starts smashing there. But what we can do is the same at this side, because the same practice works at both sides. So we put that one over the apex and then remove it. 4 of those, another 4 of those, and that should snap beautifully up at the middle. And you notice as soon as they touch, they get strength. And I'll show you the junctions, because the junctions are the clever bit. The junctions took some figuring out actually. So it's this bit here is your problem junction, and you have this little bit down here. If you notice underneath, we have a primary and a secondary. So we have the primary overlaps the secondary from the inside. So that's a primary. So this one will be a secondary. So if it's a secondary, that one carries the pieces. It just makes the roof line look really neat. And then this one here, the only bit we have that's a little bit of a problem is we have that bit there, which is a little bit of a problem, and that one is quite easy to cover over, because if you get the outer roof corner, Snap to the top centre. And then you don't get a snapping point, but you can guess it. So just over there, you see where that gap is there? There's a snap. There's no snap point, but you can guess them and put them like that. And these ones here are those. So you put one on there, making sure that you line it up as if it's just a roof ending. Same on here. Just line it up like it's a roof ending, and unfortunately you can't put all four in. It doesn't want to snap. If you put it at the right angle, it won't snap, look. It just floats. So the last one is guessed. And you get this little notch, which looks really cool. You get this cross on the outside, looks really cool, and you get sort of a hint of a Y on the inside. So you get a really cool plan. And then for flooring, flooring's dead easy. Because once you've got the structure in place, it's dead easy to just do that. Flooring overlaps aren't as big a problem. Especially with this. This is why I've used this wood and not the ash. Because the ash wood doesn't mesh on top of itself very well. It goes a bit messy. But these planks go really well. So that's that bit done. And then the absolute gem of a trick is using the doors. And if you've never figured out using doors to create snap points, now is your time to learn. You put a door in, and when you create a door, if you put you'll notice you get 3 snap points on a door. You get an inner and an outer. So we want the inner one. Once the door's been used, it can be deleted. And what happens is, we get, on the outside, we get that. And you can't tell me that does not look good. Now the other thing I also do is on those, guesstimated again because there's no snap point, middle of that X on each side, a couple of those lanterns. So that's that trick done. My windows, I do a stock design for my windows. I've done this design for years. Goat will tell you about this design. So if you look at the thing, if you look at this piece here, it's bi-directional piece, so you can flick it one way or the other, a bit like a Blondie song. And what we have is, if you notice, the top there points towards the window. So if it points towards the window, you're doing that. So that one goes up there. So you do your diagonal opposites. Flip it round through 180 degrees. Do the opposites. And you end up with that pattern. And you get one of those. Snap there, snap there, snap there, snap there. And then you just glaze the square in the middle, or the rectangle. You can only, without reinforcement, you can only glaze too wide, because glass cannot self-support. So the only way you can make bigger windows is if you put iron in the middle, or the black metal verger railings thing. But that's how you create, that's a section. And then the only other little thing I've done for the stitch, I call it the stitch because it's basically sewing it together. I noticed a bit of glitch through there as well. I think I just saw a glitch through. If trees blow through, I tend to remove them. I'm just seeing a hint there. It's not too bad. I might be able to hide that with banners. So for the stitch, we use that ridge siding. Do it like that. And then snap it down that side there. And that creates that effect. So that's the stitch, I call it. And that sews the sections together. And what it does is it transfers the pattern onto the inside, so it draws your eye away from it. And that's what it looks like. Those are the cookers, by the way. I've got a bit of roof under there, because otherwise the room gets smoky. So this is basically, I've got to repeat this pattern all the way around here, bar one. But yeah, it's That's how it looks. And the only hole you end up with is that one there. And I've not figured anything that will close that yet, but I was thinking of possibly putting a few... probably putting a few animals' heads up or something like that. Now, the other cool thing about being in a multi-biome is if you're building and it gets a bit rainy, you just move across to another biome. So I've got to build this one next. So what I could do... The only thing is with putting too many of these boards down at once is if it rains on them, they get wet. So this is the bit where I think it's going to be a problem. So if I get rid of that, because I'm going to have wood exposed at creature height, rather than... I was thinking of this being an entrance exit. Because it's cut into the hillside a bit. Yeah, that's the problem. The rain damages the wood. It doesn't actually... It only goes so far. It doesn't fall apart or anything like that. So that's the tree I'm hoping I can retain. I'm hoping that tree doesn't cut in too much. If I go around all the bits, like so, and then you can see how it's going to go. So if I wanted to do production line method, the problem with it is, I mean, it's production line method does work, but it's boring. So if I was to just do that, and then do the next one, you have to remember with the next one, you have to start it. You have to start it not on one of these pieces, so you have to create an extra snap point. Do you stream then, Excavator? Are you a streamer? Because if you are, I'll give you a shouty and stuff, and I'll give you a follow. Or are you just a lurker who watches others? Ah. But yeah, I mean, feel free to join this server anyway if you do want to. It's a server that I don't reset my servers very often. So builds on here will not be disappearing after a few weeks. I think this one will last restarted in September. This is the third age. And I've had this server about 2 years now, so it's been restarted twice. This is the third. It's called the third age because it's the third. It's the second reboot. So in the third iteration of the game. So I don't restart them every 2 minutes. That is one thing that people have worries about with moving on to building on other people's servers, is that the builds are just going to disappear. But I'll give you plenty of warning, and if you want to take a download of the server, I always take a backup. So you can always get your stuff. That looks twisted. Or misaligned. I don't think it is. Just looks it. But yeah, the server will be backed up very soon. Gets backed up regularly, but it will be backed up because, as I say, I'm doing Valcom, and it will be open as a general public server then for the duration of Valcom. But it will be, warning will be, if you do any building, the building will be deleted once the Valcom is done, because I don't want people putting bloody cocks and balls on it and stuff like that. I mean, everyone's got a cock and balls somewhere on the server, although this one's not got one yet. Perhaps I should make it so. So that's the next section. So you can delete those little bits there, because they're not needed. That's the next section done. And as I say, one of the things that's quite important... Well, there's no kids on this server anyway, that's one thing. We're all adults. Possibly mentally not adults, some of us, but yeah, it's totally free build as well. So if you want something, you just build it. As long as you bring whichever character you want in, and just go for it. Just build stuff. You can also fight the bosses if you want, and if you can't fight the bosses, just let me know and I'll just god mode them. If you want to fight a boss, we've done all the bosses. I've done all the way up to Moda. The other thing is you keep away from the deep north because it will regenerate. Yeah, that's a good point. Hez isn't on here yet. Mind you, Hez has fallen out with Valheim, hasn't she? She said the other day, she says, "Oh, I've not done Valheim for ages." I think she got frustrated with it, but she just don't build enough. That's why it is with Hez. I mean, you're not a fighter, are you, Goat? You're an explorer. Yeah, that's it. Once you've unlocked the parts, if you've already got a character on your own server that's got, or on your own system that's got them unlocked, just bring it in and you will have them all. So whatever you've got, and if not, just go nearby somebody else's build and it will just spawn you the parts to build. There's portals to all the main areas of the game as well. So you can go to all the biomes and portal into them. You can get to the Ashlands and go and pick yourself some Grouston up, and the thing is, you're not going to get attacked. You can walk around. Actually, really creepy actually walking around in Ashlands and nobody attacks you. You can, yeah. Yeah, you can load whichever player you want. Yeah, that's the only thing you need. If you want to make weapons, you have to pick the bits up. But, bearing in mind, you can always come and see me if you want me to spawn you something, because I'll happily spawn you anything you need into game. Just get the ID. If you go onto any Valheim, any other Valheim wikis, and just get the ID. So, because they're not always what you think they are. I think the one, I mean, is it core wood is round wood. Oh, cool. I enjoy the Queen fight. I think it's one of... It's not an easy fight. Have you done the Queen before? Have you fought the Queen? It's not the easiest of fights, the Queen. But it is a fun one. So I think that one will have to go. Don't think that one's going to work. That one's... Those branches are going to cop into roof. Keep that tree there. Yeah, you've got your last seal breaker. It's quite an easy one to get the parts for, the Queen battle as well. The most difficult one to get, I don't know if I'm going to spoiler it here for you, but is if you want to do Fader, you have to get the bells, and you have to storm these fortresses to get the bells, and those fortresses you can only get into them if you've got a battering ram, because nothing else touches them. So it's not an easy one to get ready for, that one, Fader. Right, yes, well, it's a good one. It's a good battle. She's not as tough as you think, the Queen. And I will say, magic ain't bad against the Queen as well. I tend to use a lot of magic, so I've got all the... Like, I've got these. I'm not going to use them in my own house, because I've got things like this. Oh! That's my first Valheim crash of the day. So, yeah, apparently that is a loading glitch. Apparently, if I move a certain area and something's unloaded... Brilliant. Well, perfect time then. Yes, as I say, join a server. Join a server and come and enjoy the building side of things. It's great. Find an island, claim it. Pretty much you can do that. Just you see an island you like, it's yours. If you go to, if you do decide to come in, you go to the main portal house. We've got one portal house. If you go to the main portal house and head to Odin's Gate, you head to Odin's Gate. Yeah, same. Head to Odin's Gate. There is the Guild of Adventurers. So Odin's Gate, it's a building around the... Odin's Gate is basically built around a lagoon. And if you go there, you can basically get the full map. Or you can find the map yourself, just don't visit the map table. But the map is all revealed. So if you go to the Guild of Adventurers and reveal the map, it's all there. So let's... I'm just going to go sleep because it's dark. Dark and I can't see. I am using the server command fly, by the way. Yeah, comfort's low. I've done a few demos as well. I don't know if you check out. I've done things like how to get your comfort level up to maximum. Because you can actually get. I think highest I've ever seen is 17. Why is he shaking? Because it does. It does. It's a glitch of server mode. Hello, morning darkness. You have an unfair head start. Well, come and join my server, and then we're all on even ground. Nice to see you in here. Okay, I'm building round things again. Oh, 4,700 hours. Oofed. There's me on 1,000 and thinking, oh, I've got a lot. Actually, I'm not. I'm on about 800, I think. Go-to's out of all our lot was the ridiculous hours. I'm building round shit. Everyone has to build round shit from Santa. Well, I do anyway. You know, I'm like when we're building though. But I've got a few good ideas coming up. I am going to build, after I've built this, I'm going to build another round structure, but I'm going to build it in a climbing spiral with a tower in the middle. No, I don't, Goat. You do. You do. I'm 800 and some hours. You win Valheim Wars. You definitely win Valheim Wars. But, yes, I've... well, yeah, I do generally build. I let go do all exploring, and I do all building. We do have the nicest Great Hall actually. Back at Outset Island. That's where we first started. If you played Wind Waker, you'll know where that comes from. Get rid of that. Because that's also gonna go through. Snap to the edge. Sounds like a Yes album. So this is the last one. So we put us offset in. Put us stumpy piece in. Swizzle it round. Swizzle it round. Put that there. Yeah. We didn't have... Yeah, we didn't... The first stage. You're calling them the ages now. Well, the first stage was the one where we didn't realise how you could to keep a troll out. We didn't realise how deep you had to build your defences. So we ended up with ridiculous defences. We ended up like 2 and 3 layers of defences, and then people realised that you don't actually need that much. Because I mean, the most damaging of all the attacks is the troll one. When all's said and done. Right, so that's the perimeter done. So I'll build the... I'll put all the doors in. Let's do it production line method. So one door in each of these. That one is probably going to be the... That's probably going to be the exit one. Because I've got to have a way out. And then we want that. But morning darkness knows this trick with the doors. Well, I'm getting ready for Valcom with this one. So I don't know if you've seen Christmas Town. But I'll show you Christmas Town quickly. It's my last build I did, Christmas Town. So we've got, it's the one with the wreath behind. So this is Christmas Town. It's a mountains build, as you can probably imagine. So it's a pretty little mountain build with an absolutely humongous Christmas tree. Oh, it's Whoville as well. For Horton, here's a Who. And it's just started storming. So it's 3 buildings. Again, round. We've got the round theme going on. But with this one, we've got bits sticking off. And if you look very carefully, we'll see. If we look this way, we've got a sign. And we've got Santa's Grotto. Yeah, Morning Darkness streams. Think you do, don't you? Seem to remember seeing your stream. But yeah, that's Christmas Town. It's very cheesily named, but it's we're having a bit of an. And then this is the Evil Factory. This is Evil Santa's Factory. I was sort of thinking when I did this, I was thinking that episode of Family Guy, Road to the North Pole. So I need to go back to the main portal hub. Oh, I'll show you while I'm in. I'll show you because I could have gone there from there. I'll show you Odin's Gate. Odin's Gate is actually one of my simpler builds because it's actually straight. There's no curves in it. But wait till you see it. You'll see what I mean. So this is Odin's Gate. Basically, it's just a big gate that spans a channel. It's actually quite deep. It's a plains build. So it spans a channel. We've got buildings around. This, if you decide to come in, this is the Guild of Adventurers. So that's the Guild of Adventurers. It's basically the one with the compass logo outside. This is the hotel. Feel free to claim a room in there. Oh, you've been in ads. So yeah, this is Odin's Gate. You probably missed Christmas Town then. So that's Odin's Gate. Christmas Town's not very far from Odin's Gate actually, it's just a bit mountains up here. So you just head up here. It's very close together. Yeah, there we go. There's the Christmas Town. So yeah, they're very close together. the other thing I've got as well, which I keep forgetting to show people, even though it's probably one of the coolest things I've built. It's just there. Another round build. This is club mud. Which is a mud bath, mud pit. So that's club mud. And then just back in here. It's a good one to do, a mud bath. People, it's the sort of build that people only do when they've... No, you don't get enemies inside. Once you've killed them all, once you've killed all your enemies, once you've killed all the tar, just be careful when you're building it not to drain the pit accidentally. Just be careful not to drain the pit. Yeah, you've also... This is ready for Christmas. So we've got a big feast. All ready to go. I noticed a bit of server lag there actually. There's the building house with all the construction stuff in. Here's the portal house. So this is the portal. This is the portal hub that's at. The portal hub that's. Yeah. Any fires do as well. Fires, workbenches, a few things prevent enemies spawning. This is another one I built, another round one, slightly smaller. And it's not a fully round house, it's built on an island, it's Black Forest build. Slightly different style on the roof because it's smaller. But it's got its own little private beach. It's got those, but those can be turned off now. Yeah, I'm going to say there's lots of stuff that prevents spawning. Can you go inside? Yeah, of course I can. It's not really furnished that much inside. The kitchen's done. There's a nice kitchen. I'll just grab some food if I need any. No, don't need any. So the kitchen's done, although the fire's gone out. Live, laugh, Loki. That's one of my hallmarks, that. If you see a build on anybody else's server and it says live, laugh, Loki, it's a loony build. This is my bedroom. I do like that bed, even though I know we've got the Ashlands bed. This is the Great Hall dining room. The stove. Oh, the cook. Yeah, how do the cooker, you mean? Yeah. Like that. Yeah, the thing people forget is, with the marble, is don't forget to use it on skew angles. Because it just looks so much better. Don't just put it straight, you know, put some diagonals in. But if you looked at Odin's... You looked at Odin's Gate, I think. Yeah, I've got one to Odin's Gate, yeah, I can't remember if I had. So if you go to Odin's Gate, and look at what I've done on the front of the gate itself. The gate is also one of my houses, by the way. So if you look at that, what I've done on there, I've built columns up, and then put toppers on them. And then that is a taller version. You do have to put iron in the middle though on those. And the fires are suspended on here. They're suspended on iron. And Odin's Gate inside is equally furnished. That's got some really cool stairs. Everybody likes my stairs. A number of people have gone, oh, I like those stairs. Slightly curvy. Again, don't do everything straight, it looks better. Another one where fires have gone out. Oh, mead is my therapy is my other one. But yeah, this is the view of the gate, so you can look over the bay, or you can look out to sea. And then this is the bedroom side. So this is my private apartment. Live, laugh, Loki, there you go. And my bed. That's Odin's Gate. And it's good because I put those see-through panels on. Those are in Ashland's thing. I put those see-through panels on so you can actually see through and see what's going underneath. So that's Odin's Gate. If you decide to come in, that's one of the places where you'll be spending time. I will say one thing for the Ashlands. I don't want to do too much of a spoiler, but I will tell you one thing about the Ashlands. It is... it's very difficult to get to. It's a lot of sailing through a lot of shards. I would honestly be tempted to drop your game into non-combatant mode until you get there and put your... Right, back to Kaisarion. Kaisarion is a reference to Ghost, if you listen to any Ghost. So this one is Kaisarion. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the Ashlands. I think I've used a few bits of Ashland stuff in my buildings. The Great Hall in the place we've just been, actually, that was Grouston. And the fireplace here, that's Grouston. Yeah, the water to the Ashlands, it's very arduous, the trip to the Ashlands. And you can't really go round you sort of can't go round the edge of the disc either. Because even if you approach from the south, I'll not show you the Ashlands because you've not been there yet. Although, have you seen the Ashlands? Because obviously, I mean, we've got fully mapped Ashlands down there. Ah, so you know what it looks like. Yeah, the rock spires on the way in there are essentially... Oh, I mean, to be honest, I think it's a bit over difficult going there. I think they've set the difficulty level a bit too high getting in there, because the first time I went to the Ashlands on the first stage server when it spawned and promptly destroyed Arthur's builds. Oh no, it's alright. You have to have a life occasionally. Can't just watch me streaming. But yeah, it's when the Ashlands first spawned, it destroyed a few of our builds. Because the sea level dropped. Now this here, you're better off doing from the edge here. Because otherwise they don't line up right. No, it's not a nice place to hang around. I don't get any urge to build in the Ashlands. I don't know whether you do, Morning Darkness. I don't know whether you get any urge, but I get no urge at all to put any buildings in the Ashlands. It just doesn't feel cosy. It feels just feels oppressive. It's a bit like swamps, I suppose. I don't like. Oh, I love taking over the forts. Yeah, they're fun. But you don't then feel like building one, do you? I'm in my favourite biomes now. The first three are my favourite biomes. Well, the ones I'm in now, because I've got this is a 3 biome. I don't know if you've noticed. So we've got plains at this side, black forest at that side, and then meadows at this side. So it's a 3 biome build. Well, Christmas Town's good, but I wouldn't say mountain's my favourite. It's the only place you get permanent snow. That's the only thing with mountains that's good. So if you don't want to build a snowy build, you have to build in the mountains. Because you could go and build in the deep north, because that has permanent snow, but you know that when the next update comes, you know that entire top end of the map is just going to get destroyed. Yeah, the music in the mountain is the best music. So that's the bottom edge, circle done. So we need to go up and build the next one. So it's time to let the music. It's time to dress up right. It's very Muppet Show, this thing, I think, with the archers. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the original Muppet Show, the 70s one. Which are on Disney Plus if you're in the UK. All available on Disney Plus. And you don't realise how smutty they were. I'm aware it's getting dark again, and you struggle to see when it's dark. Let me go and sleep. I'm okay, but my monitor's HDR, so I forget that you guys can't see that well. If you're not on HDR, it'll be a bit blown out. The darks will be very dark, and the lights will be very light. On this one. So again, look, we've just moved, we're in Meadows, and it's raining in Meadows. Sometimes quite difficult to see what the angle is of those. Now the nice thing is this wood that I'm building with now doesn't get affected by rain. The stuff with the tarring, the rain doesn't bother it. It doesn't get weathered. Now core wood does, but core wood was a really lovely colour. Edge 2, put those on there, ready for building. So see, I've just moved across into another biome and it stopped raining, and now it's starting to rain again. It's really funny because when you're in a building like this, you can walk into the you walk into a room and it starts thundering outside. So what's the weather like in the Black Forest, I wonder? I don't know. Let's move around a bit. Right, now we're in the Black Forest. Is it raining in the Black Forest? Yes, I think it is. It's also raining in the... It's raining in two biomes. Oh, broke my hammer. I don't know why I keep going around on this floor. There's no bloody... There's no crafting station on this floor. Might as well repair that while I'm at it. Now that's protected all my wood, so I don't have to worry about building as quick now. I might as well put my second layer on. I'll put my iron in. I usually put iron in the middle one. Don't need it in the edges, it's just enough to strengthen it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just gets rid of any problems and gives you blue up there basically. Not like that. Like that. That one's done. That one's not done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're all done. So production line method. Carry on. These should now be a bit stronger. Look, they're all blues. So they're much stronger than they were. And then it's 45 degrees or whatever. What is it, that one? Yeah, 45. And is it 27? 26? Right, if you notice here, these though aren't very strong, and that is because they also need reinforcing. Oop, not like that. So with these I tend to reinforce them all. You can't do that one from the bottom though. I've not understood why that is. And if you notice, they're not blue. And the reason they're not blue is because you have to put that into the wall. Because you have to tie it into the wall. Shouldn't be as big a problem here actually, because we've now got some grounding. Have you noticed all the roofs going like blues and greens now from the yellows like it was before? Right, Meadows is now good weather. They should all be done. Yeah, they're all done. So I need to go around and finish off the third rows. And this is the bit where we're hoping that tree would stay. These few trees here, I'm hoping they're not going to cut in, and it don't look like they're gonna. Looks like we could be lucky. So it's the middle four we do. And then finally start putting the apex on. And that should improve the strength of the entire structure no end. We treat it as lots of 4-section roofs. So they're all four long if you look. So you treat them as those, and then it's the edges where the magic happens. So that's a secondary piece. So the overlap is on the one on the left. You look, that one's a secondary. That one's a primary. So that one's 6 wide. That one's a secondary. So that one's 4 wide. It just creates a nice pattern underneath. It don't look like you've just messed it up in any old how. So that will be a secondary. This one's a primary. So that one needs the ends on there as well. Which makes that one a secondary. Which makes this one the primary. So this one overlaps that one. This one's a primary. So that one overlaps that one. And then this one's a primary. Which means this one's a primary as well. I think the first ones I built I didn't actually follow the rules, so there might be a few odd pieces they'll need sorting out. That one's a primary. But if you look, it's come back round again because it's an even number of sides. The patterns come back round. Look, so that's primary, secondary, primary. Just creates a really nice pattern around. That's that one done. So the next thing I'll do is the little cover cornices. These have to be done by hand. So it's these here. So you snap to the top and it's just above there. Just above there. It's the first position you can really grab onto. And you put 2 in. That creates the V. workbench. Didn't notice that earlier actually, there's a bit where there's no workbenches. I'll put them in. I think we're alright now. It's going to be odd to see with this tree. What we're done is here. So if you notice, it sort of ends up in that square just below that triangle that you create. Ends up in that area there. What's wrong? That's the one. So those two get snapped in like that, so they overlap. Right, that's that one done. Just this one. That one. Right. Right, so that's all the pieces done. So the next thing I need is these. And these are what finish it off. So it's basically, it's pretend you're finishing the roof off normal way. Line it so the tiles are lined up on the inside. And it gives you a really nice notch. With a cross. So if the cross doesn't look like that, you've done it wrong. That's that one done. So that's all the outside done. With all its crosses. So it looks cool from the outside. And then the inside is this slightly harder because there's one of the pieces that doesn't snap. So there's one of them, you have to just guess it and position it how you think it should go. That one there. So whichever one you put on first, the other one has to be positioned by hand because there's no snapping position. But you can judge it by the roof tiles, to be honest. You can get it fairly close. If you look at the diamonds on the roof. Weather's turning to shit in the Black Forest. Right, that's the roof done. Looks pretty neat to me, that. So then we need to do the walls. And to get the diamond pattern on the outside, we need a door in each one, like so. Just need to get the snap right. There we go, that one. Using the door snap trick. A well-known Valheim trick. That one's wrong. You put a door in the frame and then you snap to the outer position of the door. And it gives you the extra snapping position. So you're not playing guessing games. Yeah, I didn't watch anybody for that either. I just figured they're out. I needed a way for it. I needed a way that I could do every time. That I could replicate. And the problem with a lot of the methods I was using before is I couldn't replicate them very accurately. Or the roof either looked messy from the outside or from the inside. But that, I mean, those are great as well, because those little things, that's where you put your braziers. So those there, you put your brazier there. And you can get your heat all around your building. Now I can go to any one of these because they're all sheltered. Which also gives you a nice level of background light, and the things with the braziers is they do actually burn for a long time as well. Skip. So that is now pretty much secured. And of course for the, as I said, with the stitching, I'm going to sleep so it's daylight again. And then I'll stitch all those edges. I can put flooring in and I can work out a gate. I think gate's going to involve grousting, to be honest. I'd like a first floor garage, but that'll involve grousting and columns. Well, the first thing I need to do is stitch them. Stitch this. Oh, that's the way we stitch. I'll go around them all and do the right hand side, and then I'll go back and I've got the snap position different and do the left hand side. Rather than just building every section individually, it means that the build just comes together so much quicker. Right, so now to do the right hand side. So I need snapping top left 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose we're getting light. This might be the last one. And that's the perimeter done. Nope, one more. Oh, two more actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that one's done. So that's those done. Let's get some black metal forges around. And go and put the lights on the outside. So the lights on the outside are these ones. Just gives you a general ambience of the build from a distance. Now the only thing is, when I get further around, they'll be virtually touching the floor. That's the only thing. This bit here, but that's where the gates are possibly going to be anyway. So I'll not put them round this side, and I'll start them again there. Start them again on that piece. That's the outside lit. I'm going to use the same lamps for the inside. So like that. So in the middle of each section there's a lamp. I think there's only one that doesn't have, and that's because there's a door. There'll probably be more. I'll have to move them as around and as appropriate. Next, finish the flooring. Keeps freezing on me. You did see that correctly. That did freeze. I don't know what that were all about. Finish these off. Crafting 83. You know what I said about being a crafter? I've got a building skill of 83. No, for some reason it didn't lose connection, it just froze. If I just fill out in all the flooring, and I'll come back to it later and decide what each bit is going to be. And I've got all the windows to fill in, and some of the ground floor, because some of the ground floor is going to be like stables and such like. lot of filling in. And voila! That's all the flooring filled in. Until I decide what I'm doing with it all. Yes, there will be a bar. What I tend to do is I tend to put all the living rooms upstairs and all the building and construction and repairing downstairs. Oh, nothing to repair. Yeah. Well, it's production line, isn't it? So it's like now I'm going to do all these corners. So I'll do that one, because they need to point towards middle, look. So I'll do all of them at once. 1, 2. And these. Just quickest way of doing it, because you're not constantly changing pieces. What I think is, if you build them all equal, and then you can always change one of them later on. If you fancy a different one. So you build them all the same. And then if you fancy like a balcony or a set of doors or something, or a stairwell going down, you can always change them later. Look, all around as well, I've got a comfort level of 3. Just... And I'm getting home and the hearth music, I think it's called. It's called hearth. Or cosy hearth. Obviously we'll need a stairwell. Or 3. That one didn't go very well. And then blocking the glass. This is the bit I don't like doing as much, because glass is not good for snapping to itself. So you have to know where to snap each piece of glass. Oh, glasses, yeah. Glasses are really awkward to see. If you've got a piece slightly out of alignment, it's you can actually go around for ages and not realise it's slightly out. That one nearly went out then. Just saved. Yeah, occasionally it freezes when it saves, which is always disconcerting, but you can tell when it freezes when it saves because the music goes did it, and it like repeats for about 3 or 4 times. Oh, got to be there now. Got to be nearly there. Last one. So that is now a build. There's going to be a window there of some form. I don't know what. And the other thing I need to do, obviously, is work out where the door's going to be. Mark it up. So the door is going to be on that piece there. So there's the door. So what I'll do with that is put some of that there, because I'm going to use Growstone for the drawbridge. Yeah, unfortunately that's I'll get rid of that. Put myself a set of doors in, which I can never remember where they are. There they are. So I need to get rid of that, get rid of that. Put those in. Now what I can do with that though is you can put the top in just to finish it off. There we go. That's the basic roundhouse. So if the door is on that side, I would need a stairwell, probably there. Not there. So the stairwell would be there, and probably if I match it on that side, so I can go either way. So if I put some stairs down there for now. So 3. I can actually go straight as well because the structure's big enough. So they'd be the ways down, up and down, which would obviously, they'd have handrails round them and stuff. So the Great Hall ends up pretty much at the opposite side, I think. I'll just check. So that's the... So is the chimney opposite? Not quite. Chimney's not quite opposite, but I'm not too worried. The chimney would be opposite that one, but that one's got rocks in way. Also, this one leads out into plains. That one leads out into meadows. Alright, just shut that because we don't want lobsters ending up inside. do something with that for now. I think it might end up being a bay window or something, but we'll see. I'll just do that for now and just put my usual window in. Yeah, I need to go around and I need to go around and get a few trees. Actually, there's a few branches hanging around I need getting rid of. So what I'll probably do is in this area somewhere around here. That's still the kitchen, so let's not do it there. Let's do it the next one on. It will be this one. Yeah, be that one. I will be building. Not a chair. Now, the only thing is, they're not lined up one above the other, are they? No, they're not. So, I will need something to offset that to the middle. And then I'll put an emergency, like a single staircase in. Black forge. Where's my black forge? It's there. So that's the stairs from the kitchen upwards, which points me in the direction of Great Hall, which is perfect. So that will probably be a separate room position, or room partition. And then obviously I need a bedroom. I need a proper bedroom of my own. And possibly a couple of guest rooms, 2 or 3 guest rooms. But I think that is enough for tonight. We'll end up with, I should imagine, a door on there. And same on the other side. Probably a door on there, that one. And then path across to there. To be that one. That one. That one. I think. I shall have a look tomorrow. Yeah, there is a lot to do. Right, thank you for watching, the few who've stayed around. It's Friday, innit? It's always a weird night for me. I don't normally stream on a Friday, so it just catches everybody out. But, thank you for watching anyway, and keep shining.